Hello all, it is Ragarath back again with my Techtonica series, and today we have another video released by Firehose called Techtonica Laser Games PTC launch. So it looks like 0.5 is going on to the public test cave already, which means it must be quite far along, and we will hopefully get it in live very soon. So let's have a listen and see what Lauren has to say.
What's up, everybody? It's Lauren from Firehose Games, back with another weekly update for Techtonica. This week, we are opening up the public test cave for 0.5. So if you would like to test out Laser Games, it is available right now on Steam in the beta branch menu for public test cave. One important caveat for this public test cave, it will only be available for 2 weeks. So the public test cave will close on June 3rd at 1 p.m. Eastern. So if you like...
Okay, so it looks like they are being really quick with this one. It looks like we're going to get 0.5 in 2 weeks.
Like to test out Laser Games, you will need to do so in the next 2 weeks. Grab a friend. It's really silly fun. There is a lot of new stuff in there. I would like to add on our general housekeeping of please do not spoil this for anyone outside of the approved channels to talk about the public test cave. That would be the Steam subforum, our public test cave feedback website, which I will link below, and also the Discord channels that we've made for this. There is a new character and a bunch of main story narrative and some real big secrets that get revealed in this one, so please don't spoil it for all the other fans who are playing. Just be nice. You guys did a really good job with it last time, so just be nice on this one, and we really appreciate your support here. So before I dive into things, I kind of want to do a little bit of an explanation as to why we're putting Laser Games and laser tag specifically into Techtonica. As a reminder, in case you haven't read the full roadmap or understand what's coming, there's a lot of stuff that's to 0.5. It's not just laser tag. The laser gun actually doubles as a ping tool. We're adding fast travel, and those nexuses will be at all of the main production terminals, and you can build them yourselves. We are also adding these disco and glow blocks that are really cool. There are 6 different settings for the disco floors, so you can change the way they interact in your factories, and the glow floors themselves are so good for color coordinating your factory. They're like 1 by 1 by 1 cubes, so you can build them up, you can write stuff on the walls with them. They're really handy. We basically have given you RGB tools out the wazoo on this update, so it really helps if you would like to color coordinate your factory, maybe make some pathways. They look amazing. And we've also added concrete ramps in this update. There are 3 different sizes. So it's a nice little base building tool for people that were requesting ramps. And a teensy tiny little update that came in 0.5 as well is that character animations are now in multiplayer. If you're using the mole, your friend will now see you using the mole, same with the pickaxe and some of the other tools. So that is like a nice little...
Yeah, that's a really nice quality of life thing if you're playing multiplayer.
Bonus that we put in there for you, just something that we've been wanting to put in the game overall. So again, why are we putting in laser tag though? It's kind of out of left field, and I totally get that we caught some of y'all off guard with this.
Yep, we did have some complaints, or not complaints as such, but why are they putting laser tag in instead of working on the stuff that people do want? So let's see what she's got to say.
And that's kind of my bad for not explaining it a little bit better. I was just really excited about it. So let's dive in and talk about why we're doing this. So the most important thing is laser tag is kind of meant to be seen as more of a mini game. It's not like all of a sudden we've turned this into a Fortnite base building first person shooter, although you can play it that way if you want. It's more that we wanted to give some sort of mini game to break up the flow of automation. Most games include something like this, and it's actually a really important concept in game design to keep people from feeling like they're not getting bored with the repetitive stuff. Because right now we have kind of the exploration loop and the automation loop, and so we wanted to add something a little fun for you just in case you're getting tired of automating. And it's also something fun to do either by yourself or with your friends while you're waiting for some critical parts to automate. Maybe you don't want to build 500 assemblers to make one thing, and instead you're going to wait. Well, now you have something to do while you wait. You are not required to play laser tag. If you think that laser tag is just totally out of left field and you're not a fan, you're not required to play it. You don't have to play it, and that's fine. The laser...
Yeah, as I said in one of my comments, it's just something that probably came about whilst they were doing other stuff, and it wasn't hard to put in, so it didn't take an awful lot of time. I've messed about with making some games before, and adding code just to point at and shoot at something isn't really all that difficult. So I'd have thought this was just a byproduct of you know, we can do this whilst we're building this part of the game.
Laser gun still doubles as a ping tool, and it's an important tool that we wanted to put in the game as is. But if you do like the concept of laser tag, which I do, I love it. It's so much fun. It's kind of like just playing a quick arcade game. And, you know, we have a couple different modes. The single player mode is totally arcade game style. It's defend the Nexus. You kind of like shoot asteroids and ships and stuff. We're going to get into it in a later update, but as like a brief overview. But what's cool about the multiplayer is instead of making like a mini game that's like played on a computer console like that, we wanted it to be playable in your factory. So all of the Nexuses double as a point where you can start laser tag. And another reason that we wanted to put this in is like we have a lot of Easter eggs and hidden secrets in Techtonica, a lot of stuff that's like out there for you to discover. And we wanted to have something that's kind of like that in the same vein, but that players have a little bit more agency over. So, you know, it's like a hidden secret and fun thing that you actually get to control, which we thought was a really fun idea. You know, it's cool because you can build your own, with base building, you can build your own laser tag arenas and you can build your own maps. We also have included a new laser tag arena map that's just for laser tag play if you just really love laser tag. It's got like different maps set for the different modes. There's one for the Nexus defense, there's 1v1, 2v2, and then a free-for-all map. It is just like playing laser tag in an arena. It's really goofy and silly and just meant to be kind of like a fun break in the game. I think y'all are really going to enjoy it. You know, again, like I said, we've talked about how Techtonica is going to get weird and we're going to push the limits of like what a factory automation game can be. And this is one way that we are doing that. And I realize we've never talked about what getting weird means in Techtonica.
Got darker. This is a different time.
We've said it, but we've never really like actually explained it. For us, it, besides laser tag, mainly means focused on factory and automation content. Laser tag is just like a little fun bonus that we sprinkled in. But we have some real wild ideas for some factory and automation content that, you know, means getting weird in Techtonica. And we are...
I really, you know, I want to see what they come up with. You know, yes, the automation's why we're here, but I don't think I've seen anybody really go wildly out and change the way automation games have been done. So it'll be interesting to see what they come up with.
Hard at work on that right now. Laser tag, again, it's just a fun bonus that we've tossed in, and it's so much fun to play. I've said the word fun so many times in this update. All right, so back to the public test cave information. So Laser Games, it's available right now for you to test and play. It is a beta branch on Steam. You just have to select it. Again, as a reminder, it's only going to be available for 2 weeks until June 3rd, so make sure that you play it now while you still can. This is kind of just done so we can get your feedback in a timely manner before release. That way we don't have like feedback and bug reports coming in right before release. So we get that information earlier, which will help us a lot.
Cat's in.
There's a cat. I'm sorry. We're really excited to hear your feedback on this one. It's so much fun. We've had an absolute blast playing it internally. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. The story is just, ooh, I was getting the goosebumps when I was playing it, when I heard the big, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. But it's really good. And I'm really excited to see what y'all think about the new character as well. I'm not gonna spoil anything about it, but I'm really curious to hear everyone's thoughts. Again, in those approved channels, we're talking about it. If you have feedback and you have bug reports, please make sure to drop that on our feedback website. That is for the public test cave. That is the best place for us to get that information. We really...
Okay, I'm just thinking about this. Who was that extra character that we heard about in the Pulse room? That I reckon it's going to be them that we get next. I wonder if they've been made into a cube as well, or if they're out there somewhere. That'd be interesting.
Really appreciate your help here in testing this. And finally, as a reminder, the public test cave will have bugs. There's no way around this. We really appreciate your understanding here that a beta test of a branch or a beta test of an update will have bugs in it. And please report those bugs. There are going to be some bug fixes as well that come in this update. Those are going to be linked in the patch notes below. So if you'd like to know what bugs are getting fixed in 0.5, or at least some of the banner ones that we have thus far, those are linked below as well in the full patch notes. I highly suggest giving them a read before you check out 0.5 because there's some really good information in there. And that's all I have for you this week. Again, the public test cave is live. Please go test it out. And we also just once again, I say this every time, but we really appreciate y'all's support. Thank you all so much for supporting us. We are an indie studio. Everything helps. So please like and subscribe if you like our videos and like our updates. And thank you again from the bottom of our hearts. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Okay, so as always, make sure you go over to Firehose's original video and like that and subscribe there. And if you liked my commentary on the videos, then please like again. I'm not sure if I'm going to get much chance to play 0.5. I've had a couple of busy weeks, which is why you've not seen very many videos from me. But hopefully things are quietening down a bit, so I'll be able to do some more videos soon. But otherwise, like this one. Anyway, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye all!